Hello and welcome to the IELTS reading course. This is our course all about getting you ready for the IELTS reading test. Welcome. I'm glad that you decided to take this course, and I hope and I'm sure that it will be very useful for you. So in this video, first of all, I want to tell you a little bit about our course and then a lot about the IELTS reading test. So first of all, we are going to talk about the test. I give you all the details you need to know. That's this section. In this section, it will be all about the preparation you can do, all about tips for before and during the IELTS reading test. Okay. And then third, we will practice some necessary skills that you need to be able to do very, very well in your reading test. And finally, we'll be going through the different types of questions that the IELTS reading test will give you. And there are a lot of types of questions. So we'll look at some examples. You'll do some practice yourself. You have a try. We go through answers together. And after that section, you will feel very confident about taking the real IELTS reading test. So then I told you that about the course. Let's talk about the test. Now, the first thing to know is that there's two common versions of the IELTS reading test. There is the IELTS academic reading and IELTS general reading. Okay. Now, for both of these, obviously that they are pretty similar, but the main differences are in the reading material that is included. There are some slight differences there, and another difference is the points that you need to get to the certain level and scores, and I'll tell you that about in a minute. But most of this course is relevant for both types, for the academic and the general. And if there's anything that is only for academic or only for general, then I'll let you know. But this course is pretty relevant to both of those tests. So the IELTS reading test is 60 minutes. That's 1 hour altogether. And a time that you have to fill in your answer sheet after the 60 minutes is over is 0. So if not the same as the IELTS listening test where you have 30 minutes to listen and then 10 minutes to write down your answers. For the reading test, everything is included in that 60 minutes. You have to read things, you have to find the answers, and you have to write the answers in that 60 minutes, okay? So don't say, well, I know the 60 minutes is over, but can I have another 10 minutes to write down my answers? Because the examiners will say, no, you cannot. All right? So remember that. And you can also remember that it is the second test on quite challenging 3 tests in a row. So first is the listening, second is this one, reading, and the final, it's the writing. And then your speaking test will be later on that same day or on the different day of the week. Altogether, there are 40 questions in the reading test, and for each question, it's 1 point. All right, so there is no questions where you get 5 points or 10 points, double your money, get 100 points. Each question is only worth 1 point. And then within 40 questions, they are divided into 3 reading passages. So 3 long text about different things. And so these 3 of them all about different topics. And within each one, there's usually about 10 to 14 questions. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. But it's pretty much 40 divided by 3 for the number of questions per reading passage. But for each reading passage, you will usually find 2 or 3 different types of questions. And we talk about more these questions in a little while.